Oh, it's getting kind of cool here in Portland, Oregon. The big PO. Getting ready to jet out of here. I'm going to be heading back, going towards Denver. And then from Denver, going into a speaking engagement in Dallas, Texas. And spread the information, spread the good word about Kratom. Everyone's got a lot of interest in Kratom now. And I agree with you, they should have the right to be able to make the choice. That's my channel that I have, and I'm going to put the link down below. You could actually go to it. That's what the videos there are for. Information, educational purposes only. Put the disclaimer out there. And the goal is we all work together to put the word out, so that all those folks that's out there that has dealt with what this what's going on in our society, that they think they do not have any other options. Maybe they were in an accident, maybe it was younger in their life and they went out and had someone introduce them to opiates. For whatever reason, that's irrelevant. What we're looking at here is to give them the information that there's another way, a simple plant, a simple leaf that grows in other countries by the thousands, Kratom, that can be ground up. You can make a tea with it. Some people on the internet and YouTube, they mix it with water. That's okay. Some people mix it with orange juice. It just depends. You could put it in a smoothie if you prefer to have smoothies. That's okay also. However your individual prefers, it's okay. I personally mixed it with cran grape, diet cran grape. I stay away from the sugar because sugar would cause inflammation, and I'm looking to get away from pain as a result of an accident. That's the word that I'm putting out because some folks, some fans have sent me requests asking, and I shared it with one of the earlier videos. I'll share it again. I was in a trucking accident. It was beyond my control. I was riding. It was the largest shipping carrier in the nation. If I said the name, you know who I'm talking about. They pull double trailers. I basically, all my life, had taught college. I've been an instructor at college. And I retired, and I was looking for something to do. And what I decided to do was, hey, get to see the country, right? Get paid for it. Sounds pretty neat, right? And that's what I started doing. I was supposed to just be working like one time a month, something like that, just kind of get out of the house. Next thing I know, when the holiday seasons roll around, that's what they call their peak season. And they basically had me every day going from, one coast to the other, continuously through the mountains, just go. And I was okay with that. But because I had been there years, somehow I got designated to train these new drivers, supervise, train, however you like to call it. And I had always trained myself that when I was sleeping, because you're always driving, one or the other's driving, because it's priority, you have to keep going constantly, one coast to the other. And I love going to Sacramento and LA. That was my favorite, go to the West Coast. Sometimes I'd go to East Coast. Shout out to NJ, shout out to Cali. And, so I'd be sleeping in the back while the new driver's driving. And I trained myself, because trust me, over the years I learned. I trained myself that if I heard, or when I heard, one of those new drivers hitting what you call the rumble strips on the side of the interstate, you know what I'm talking about. It makes that rumbling sound like, I would wake up. I felt really confident. Oh yeah, I got this. I trained myself. I trained my ear to hear so I could jump up and go to the front. There's like a door, open the door from the sleeping compartment, go to the front and wake them up, kind of shake them, kind of, hey, you okay? Hey, pull it, whatever we got to do. Pull in the next exit, whatever. Safety first. I'd always trained myself successfully to wake up. And it worked a lot of times. Never in my wildest imagination did I ever think that a new driver somehow would manage to take a Peterbilt, I'm talking about 80,000 tons here, 80,000 pounds, a Peterbilt and 2 trailers and take it airborne. I don't know to this day, ladies and gentlemen, how he did that. All I know is it was peak season. It was years ago. We leave out, it was dark, we leave out of Dallas. We're heading down the interstate. It's supposed to be a hot load going to Jackson. Shout out to Jackson. Everything's okay. Just come off of 2 days off. I was very rested. I thought he was too. I assumed he was. And he asked me to drive. I'm thinking, okay, hey, he's rested. He looks like he's on top of the ceiling, so yeah, go ahead. Not even an hour later, I wake up and I'm having this pain like you can't imagine. It's dark. And I hear the first responders saying there's one back here. This guy had went airborne, and ran and totaled this truck out, ran right at estimated 75 miles an hour, ran into the interstate bridge. And the truck, just like it exploded, it's like it just come apart. And to this day, I knew I was alive. I knew I was alive because I could feel the pain. And the thought passed through my mind real quick, well, if I was going to that great synagogue upstairs, I wouldn't be feeling pain. Yeah, I had blood on me, and I was feeling the pain, and the first responders pulled me out of the wreckage and rushed me to the emergency hospital. That's when my ordeal began, ladies and gentlemen. I had never, ever put an opiate in my mouth. I didn't even drink. I was like, I say, hey, I'm here, look, this is what I do, right there. This is what I do, okay? Or green tea. Coffee or green tea. That's what I've always done. I'd never put an opiate, you wouldn't know what one looked like. It's just me. My high, my buzz is life. I raised my family, enjoyed life, everything was good. And they started doing the surgeries. They had to rebuild my shoulder. They had to rebuild my neck. My shoulder, they tried surgery on it. It didn't work. It re-come apart again. Now they're talking about putting a new shoulder in. And I'll talk about that on my video on my channel later. Then I had to address the neck, and basically the orthopedic specialist, a very, very good specialist, very top of the world. I think the world of this man. He basically rebuilt my neck. It was 6 hours in surgery, and he got it done. The most excruciating pain I'd ever experienced in my life. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I'm saying no one. I don't care who they are. I wouldn't wish that kind of pain on them. And I come through the surgery, I'm glad he knew what he was doing. And that's how I got onto the opiates. And I didn't know what they were. I just knew I was in a lot of pain, and it helped me. I didn't realize that there was you kind of hear about it like, oh, there's an opiate epidemic, but I didn't know what that was. That was always the other person. I was on top of my game. I watched everything, never put anything in my body if it wasn't healthy, organic, natural. I took care of my body, took care of my brain, and I didn't think that I would be a passenger in a vehicle of someone that basically either nodded out or passed out and ran into an interstate bridge at estimated 75 miles an hour, and it changed my life that instant. First, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alive. That's why my mission is to help now everyone that I can. Everyone that I can get this information out to. That it's so important that they can make a choice. That's all I'm saying. I'm not debating. I'm not judging. All I'm doing is giving them a choice. Every family member on the face of this earth should have the choice. And that's all I'm saying. Let them have the choice. They're intelligent. Everyone's educated. They're intelligent. Let them make the choice. That's what I say. Let them make the choice. And then whatever they choose, okay. And you come over to my channel, I promise you, we're going to have some talk. We're going to do some discussion. But I've got to be real nice now, and polite, because, that's just the way it is. But so I had this surgery. and they're looking to do more surgery. And I made the decision. I just have to do what I have to do. And that's when I made the decision to get off the opiates. I knew it was going to be excruciating. I knew that. But I'm talking about the pain that I have to deal with because I'm not having my shoulder rebuilt that I'm supposed to. That pain. I'm not talking about the withdrawal symptoms. Oh, we're going to talk about that later. Oh, I hope you got a good couple of hours to talk about that. Get the coffee pot ready. That's a good discussion there. I'm just talking about the pain that I'm dealing with every day because I'm not going to do the opiates. I refuse to. And if that's my place in life, then that's my place in life. If I can help whoever I can help, hey, they in pain, I know what they're going through. I know, but we can get through this together, one day at a time, one day at a time. I can share with you on my channel what I do when the pain starts and it gets so intense. I have ways that are non-medicated ways, and I'm hot water, soak in a tub, get up, walk around the house, just ways to help it pass over, because it will pass over. Stay away from sugar. That's the inflammation. That's what I do. And remember, this is for educational purposes only. But it helps take care of our body. And in the surgery, the next surgery, thank God I made it through that. Recuperated, working on it. Do I have pain? Yes, I have pain. That's life. It's life, but I'm okay with it. Kratom helps. It helps. I don't take Kratom every day. Kratom is something that I have there. If it gets so intense at night, you got to have the sleep. The Kratom's there. But I know you're going to hear this, ladies and gentlemen out there, oh, it's addictive. It's addictive. No, it's not. No, it's not. You come to my channel, look, I've got contacts all over the world. I got contacts that they have forms of it. I'm talking tons. I'm talking about 50 tons. I'm going to do some Zoom with these nice, kind gentlemen and ladies. You like to see, it's out there everywhere. So it'd be easy. And I live in a state where it's legal. I follow the law. And I know a lot of you do too. It's just the way it is. When I first heard about Kratom, the reason, I'm going to be honest with you, where did I get it at? I start looking. I heard about it, and it was a family member told me about it, and I was hesitant at first. And I'm going to tell you why I was hesitant at first, because at that time the only place I could find it was at what they call a head shop, and I've never been in a head shop in my life. I didn't even know what one looked like. But look, when you're hurting so much and you can't even sleep, and I had to sit up in a chair at night, I couldn't even, because of my surgery on my shoulder, for example, they had to open it up. And I had an ice machine, refrigerator on there. I couldn't even get in a bed for a month. How do you sleep if you can't get in a bed? And then my body was screaming to me, when you're hungry, and if you haven't eaten in 3 months, everything looks good. Sandwich, a bagel, sardines, I don't care what it is, cookies, the ice in the freezer, whatever. Give me something to eat. I'm hungry. When you're in intense pain, you're looking. You're just looking. You're trying to get some sleep. Some kind of sleep, any kind of sleep, any kind of relief. You're trying to get any kind of relief. And that's how I found the Kratom. I go into the head shop. I didn't know anything about it. I just do what most people do. I went in, I bought the package. I don't even remember what I paid for it. Don't even remember the name of it. But what I do remember is it had to be, have ingredients in it like that, because it really didn't do anything. It really didn't. It was just enough that I could kind of feel it, and I started getting some sleep. And that's why I'm so adamant about dealing with Kratom dispensaries that's licensed, that do lab tests on their products, because you can go in and buy, you know what you're getting. A person knows what they're getting. It's not mixed with contaminants or synthetics. It's the real deal, as the saying goes. And I'm going to talk about that more on my channel. So come to my channel. I'm talking from experience. We got the Brinks truck here. I'm at Starbucks, and you know, so that's why they, you know, the dispensaries I talk about them. And while we're on the subject, I will actually be willing, and I do this, that's why I'm here in Portland. I do a lot of speaking engagements. I travel almost every week. I'm traveling in the air. And what I do is I go to speaking engagements and meet and greets all over the nation, speaking from experience. You have a group that you're affiliated with, I'll say this is what I'll do. This is how I feel about this. I will waive any fee. It'll be no cost. I'll be more than happy to come speak and share with your group. That's how I feel about this. It is important with this opiate epidemic that's going across our country. It's affecting cities, ladies and gentlemen, counties, areas out there that I mean, everybody. They've got city employees carrying Narcan around to revive people. Have you ever had to perform CPR on someone? That's an incredible feeling, to keep them alive. I didn't know that I could do CPR with one hand and have a phone in my other hand talking to 911. We'll talk about that one day also. So I'm very much pro CPR. But this is a new world that we live in right now. That's why it's so important for everybody to have this knowledge. And when they have the knowledge, then they make the choice. That's what I say. Let them have the knowledge and they make the choice. So therefore, as I was saying, and I'll put the links on my channel, that I'll be more than happy to come and speak, no cost, waive my engagement fee for you, just so we can put this word out right now, because it is really at that point, we've got to do some action, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the time for talk's over. We've got to be ready to step up and help all those folks out there that could use our help, be it family, be it our friends, be it our co-workers. So therefore, they've got the knowledge also, and they can make the choice. That's all we're saying. And you're saying, well, hey, Randy, what can I do? You know, I tell you what, you got a cell phone. I bet you got a smartphone. I promise you got some social media accounts. Then blast this video out, blast this information out, make it go viral. That's what you can do, so everybody knows, and let them make the choice. If they know about it, then they can make a decision. You know, they can make a decision. They can make a choice. But that's what's important. So therefore, you know, we don't have to have first responders and city employees and teachers going out here with Narcan to administer to people that have OD'd. And that's what's happening in a lot of our cities now. This is an epidemic. And that's why it's important for us to come together. And, you know, I'll talk more about this on my channel, but I was just going to say hello to you. Getting ready to fly out, get on the jet. But, you know, my guest here in Portland, you know, Clean Kratom Wellness Center, Portland Clean Kratom Wellness Center in Denver. I just have to say thank you very much. They've been real nice guests. They're very, very much on the leading edge of the kratom industry. The first licensed dispensary in this country. The first, they put the work in, ladies and gentlemen. Good people, they help a lot of people. They're just nice as you could ever imagine. So if you're ever in Portland or around Portland, or you're in Denver, make sure hit them up on Facebook. Just go by and say hello, have a cup of coffee and say, what's up? What's up? And you will be glad you did. They're the nicest folks around. And if you have any questions, hey, ask them, hit them up. They'll answer questions for you. They're good people. And I'm going to be heading out here now pretty soon. We've got some good information coming up here in the future on my channel. It's Kratom 911. Working on a documentary here, getting ready to put it out, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. Be looking for it. I'm going to be having a trailer coming out real soon. This is important. I've decided, you know, as I was saying when that accident happened, and I didn't know why, because I believe you send good karma comes back. And all I did was work and go home and be with my family. That's it. I've treated everybody, and I was thinking, why did that happen? Why? I went through it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Besides dealing with the opiates, it's the mental, dealing with it, you know, like, why did that happen? What? And now I know. You know, when you're laying flat on your back in the bed and you can't even raise up to eat, you can think. And shout out to my homeboy in Hawaii, Jake Ducey. Go hit his channel up. It's Jake Ducey. He's in Hawaii. He's one of the best individuals you'll ever see and talk with. When I was, you know, flat on my back from that surgery, you know, I would watch him and positive encouragement, and shout out to Jake Ducey. He's a solid individual. I highly recommend you go to his channel. I'll put a link down on my channel. He's very knowledgeable. He can help you. I promise you. When it comes to the positive energy and the positive vibes, it helped me. I'll say what it did. It helped me. It helped me get off of opiates after years. Even past with having the pain. Hey, I'll deal with the pain. I'd rather deal with the pain now. It's bearable. Now in the neck, I had to have that surgery. I mean, that so I could breathe and so I could live, because the surgeon said one slip, one fall, I'd be paralyzed. That's how close it came, ladies and gentlemen. For me, it was almost a ticket out right there within a matter of millimeters. So I had to have my neck rebuilt. There wasn't no choice. And if you've gone through that, I'm talking about major. My whole neck has been rebuilt. I'll talk about that more in the future. But I got through it. It took months of, you know, being patient, and I got through it. And that's good. But I made a decision, got off the opiates, I talk about it. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. And that's what I'm here for on this channel. That's what we do on this channel. We visit, we talk. That's what we're here for. Help each other. That's why I say, you ever have any questions, comments, whatever, hey, hit me up. I'll be glad. I answer all, the thousands of emails. That's very nice. Thank you. And I answer them as I can. But thank you very much for that support. And if some of you said, hey, you know, Randy, go set up a GoFundMe. Okay, I'm taking your advice. I'm going to do it. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And we're going to work together, and we're going to make sure that this information is passed out here to the universe. And that way, everyone can make the choice. And again, I think Portland, Oregon has been fantastic. One of the best times of my life. And again, thank you to the staff at Clean Kratom Wellness Centers. Very, very nice. And you know, just stay positive. Stay positive. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm gonna give a shout out to a good person. I tell you, you gotta watch her video. She is really good. Suze Rodriguez, and I'm gonna put a link for Suze Rodriguez. It's a good video. And I'm gonna we're gonna talk about nice people like this. They're speaking from experience. They've gone through it, and that's how we learn from those that aren't just talking, that they actually walk the walk. And just like Suze Rodriguez, go check her YouTube channel out. And until next time, hey, it might be when I'm in Denver, because I love talking to you. I love talking and visiting with you. And as I was saying, this is my mission. That's what I'm going to do. Make sure we're going to spread this word to the universe. Everyone, if they breathing, they're going to have the information. And that way they can make the choice. That's what we're going to do. Give them the choice. And until next time, it's your bestest friend in the world, Randy Rock, saying peace out.